Pree Dis is brought to you in partnership with Magnum Tonic Wine, Take Charge, Ray White Overproof Rum, Fui Culture, Campari, Respect the Bitter, JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen, Swiss Mambo Sauce, the Everything Sauce, Swiss Barbecue Jerk Sauce, and the True Pet Food, Simply Better Pet Food.
Welcome back to Pree Dis Show. You don't know I'm your host, Naldo Addi, bringing you the latest entertainment and lifestyle news right out of Jamaica. Our location for today is Hope Gardens, and guess what? Your Pree Dis journey starts right now. Let's go. Fanatic was on fire with performances from the likes of RajahWild and Govana. We now bring you some highlights from the electrifying event.
Tonight we're at Fanatic at the Ronnie Williams Entertainment Center. The girls them come out and everybody all a vibe. So if you don't believe me, come check out the highlights.
She broke her room, she love the shit. We get high cause she dip and move. You know you must. Head up for bones cause you know we team tough. This is World Rich.
Yo, I never be a burden to me. A phoenix is a bird up and free. Me the girl will burn up for me. Me inferno, I just turn up, baby, turn up for me. No, I'm not easy, baby, make you hurt for me.
Get ready for the redemption at Jamworld in Portmore on August 16, featuring Jekalyn Carr and others. One of the organizers are here to give us all the details about what to expect. Listen up.
The whole idea of the concept of behind the redemption is to bring people together for a night of gospel music, inspiration, and upliftment. So the redemption will be held at Jamworld International. We basically chose that facility because of the ample parking, and it's a central location ideal for venues and large-scale events. Headliner for the redemption is the Jekalyn Carr. We are glad to have her as our headliner. So there are many supporting acts such as Joanne Brown, Evangelist Raylene Lindo. We have Trevon Clark, Don Martin, Smash Music, and a host of others. Yes, it is definitely intended to be an annual event. So the ticket costs pre-sold $3,500, at the gate $4,000. We have VIP also, which is $5,000 pre-sold, and at the gate is $5,500. In a nutshell, we can definitely expect a night of gospel music, ministering. Definitely, lives will be impacted. The redemption takes place at Jamworld. It is on August 16, 2024. Please come out for a night of live music, and as we said, our headliner is Jekalyn Carr, so just please come out and enjoy a night of live music and entertainment, and be prepared to be ministered.
Our Up Next and Mixmaster segments follow right after this break. Keep it locked.
The Jocelyn Lewis Foundation, in association with Dr. L. Morales, proudly presents The Redemption, August 16th, 2024, Jamworld, Portmore, St. Catherine.
Featuring
Jekalyn Carr, Don Martin Panton, Raylene Lindo, Yvonne Cohen, Ryan Davis, Trayvon Clark, Cameron, Smash Music, Sister Pat, the Genesis Praise Choir, Pastor and Evangelist Ferguson, Kirkland Moses, Donna Weatherburn, Messenger, Minister Howdy, John Mark Wiggin. Come and experience an evening of uplifting gospel music that will touch your heart and soul. Featuring powerful performances, inspiring messages, and a celebration of faith and community.
Don't miss out on this incredible event. Bring your family and friends for a night of joy, praise, and redemption. Get your tickets now and be a part of this soul-stirring experience.
For more information and ticket purchases, contact us at 876-842-5637.
Feel the spirit. Share the love. Embrace the redemption.
She has toured with many big names. Singer Janeel Mills is up next.
Up next is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine. Take charge.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water.
Now, I saw you in performance at the Romain Virgo, the Gentleman concert recently. How was that experience for you?
It was breathtaking. First of all, the people came out to support. I have to say a big thank you to everybody who came out and support. It was a movie, literally, a literal movie. The interaction with the crowd loved how I performed and they received me well, so that had to be the take of the night for me.
Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me.
How did it all begin working with him?
So the drummer for our band now, which is the producer of my latest single, Makiri, he asked me, apparently Romain was looking for, I think, a vocalist at the time, and Makiri and I were friends. So he said, you mind singing for Romain Virgo? And I was like, what? You really asked me that question? Of course, it's the Romain Virgo. I have to sing for him, and you know, history midway there.
Johnny, ooh, yeah.
How did music begin for you?
It was from a tender age, you know. Singing on the church choir and moving on to high school, which I ended up in the school's choir and band, which is St. Andrew Technical High School at Stats. And from there, I moved on to doing singing in the hotel industry, Ivory Star, all the hotels on the North Coast I could think of, to then doing backing vocals for young and upcoming artists, to then established artists, and now I'm doing my own thing.
No, baby, this is love, only love.
How has the journey been for you?
It's been good. I love it. I love music, and I don't feel like I could see myself doing anything else other than music. So I love it. There are ups and downs in any industry, wherever you go, any workplace and stuff like that. But as long as you remain consistent and you know who you are and what you want to do and what you want to bring to the world, that's just it for me.
One of the ways in which you're letting people know who you are is on your latest single, Johnny, which you dropped recently. Johnny is actually a cover of an Amy Winehouse song. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, I was on tour and it was in my set while I was being an opening act for Romain as well in UK. And I did the song, I had the song in the set, and we just fall in love with the song while performing the song. Every time I do the song, people were like going crazy because it's already a big song. So when I came back to Jamaica now, I said to Makiri, we have to do this song. Like, we have to reggae-fy it, because that's what we do. We add reggae. And I feel like naturally when you add reggae to any song, it just gives it a different feel, a different taste, a different style.
Long-term goals and objectives.
For Janeel, releasing more singles, having a catalog, being consistent, touring the world, of course. I want my music to be in every space.
DJ Rich is here to share his musical journey in our Mixmaster segment.
Mixmasters is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine. Take charge of things anytime, anywhere.
Bad girl, she broke her rules. She done shit. You get high cause she clip and move.
DJ Rich, welcome to the show.
Blessing.
First things first, how did music begin for you?
How did music begin for me? Scrolling through Instagram one day once I've trying to figure out what I wanted to do in the future, saw a video with ZJ Chrome, who is also one of my inspirations, saying, yo, this looked like something that I would do based on the fact that it's music. I've had a love for music from a tender age, so sparked that interest and I decided, hey, why not follow it?
How has the journey been for you musically?
How has the journey been? good so far, with the guidance of persons like DJ Mac, who I would have met at JC, persons like Antsman, persons from my management team. Yeah, strong support, strong leadership.
Well, Rich, you ready? I like you, could travel the road more.
Was this something you've always wanted to do while going to school?
Yeah.
So you had no other career options in mind?
Law, but giving circumstances, I decided that, hey, music is what I'm more passionate about. I mean, used to skip classes to practice, so.
Did you play at any school functions?
Yes, played at Blue Rush 2 years in a row.
Talk to me about the very first event that you played at professional, the very first gig that you got. What was that experience like for you?
Was a lot of nerves. I was very nervous, very anxious, being in front of a large crowd, which would have been Current. So Current at JC. That would have been my first big event.
Young Original.
She go cool, calm, and you drop now.
So your DJ name is Rich. What's your real name?
Richaldo Walker.
Which community in Jamaica are you from?
I'm from a community in Red Hills known as Sterling Castle.
What do you think DJ Rich brings to the table musically?
Unpredictability, various different play styles, and being able to bring the crowd to any point, or from any point to a point where they're enjoying themselves.
Do you specialize in a particular genre of music? If yes, which one?
I would say dancehall and R&B.
What would you say are the two most essential things a DJ should never leave home without?
Headphone and charger.
For you, what would be your top 3 songs for the summer?
Top 3 songs. I would say Kraff, 100 Watts. Armani, Hard Fiesta, which would be on the same rhythm. And Squash, Big Breeze.
Who would you say are your top 3 artists right now that's running the business?
Armani, Massacre, and Kraff.
Them man of cash. What you have, what you know about it? 80 grand when me pay for me watch you.
Smell that? Something to cook. Our PAN Di Fyah segment is coming right up.
Ray and Never, Pee culture. Yo!
New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you living, yeah.
Share it.
I make we all a one par, you don't know we come from far.
From far, anytime we red Pee country. Rare rum, it have to come with we.
No matter with the bad vibes.
Poor rare rum, a celebration time.
I feel we culture. Make we show ya Jamaican culture.
Ray and Nephew overproof from what just a do it to the culture.
Meet Cassius Gayle, who finished 3rd in the 2016 CB Pan Chicken competition. We hear some more about his journey in food in our PAN Di Fyah segment.
PAN Di Fyah is brought to you by Housekeeper Aluminum Foil. Keep it fresh, secure, and store your food with Housekeeper Foil and Cling Wrap. Affordable and strong. Lanher Service Disinfectant Spray and Lanher Oven Grill and Stovetop Cleaner. You've been doing jerk chicken for the past 13 years. How has it been through the 13 years?
Well, it had its ups and downs, you know. COVID was kind of the down part of it. But we survived. And one of the things I've learned about doing jerk, you have to be consistent in what you do.
How do you remain consistent in what you do?
Well, we have our own seasoning. So that keeps us consistent because the seasoning that we have is all original taste. So when people come to the jerk spot, they know the taste they're looking for. Like when you go to KFC, you know exactly what you get. When you come to country style cooking, you know exactly what you're getting because our taste is unique.
How supportive is the community of Breadnut Hill here in St. Ann towards your business?
Very supportive. I mean, very supportive. Right now, after 5 o'clock, they're coming.
When and what times are you out here doing your jerk chicken and your jerk pork?
We work from Tuesday to Saturday. From Tuesday to Saturday. From 10 in the morning to about 9 o'clock at night. Then all depends on the rush. Yes, sir.
What do you enjoy most about doing a business like this?
You know, the customer satisfaction. And a lot of people say, you know, you put your love in the food that you give us. And that really, you know, resonates with us.
How did the whole jerk chicken begin for you?
Well, it's from Faithspan days, you know. We used to base in Faithspan before the road closure, before the highway. And while we was in Faithspan, you know, we realized that things wasn't going as good as it's supposed to go, and we didn't really see a future in it. But then came Pan Chicken, and then, you know, we entered, and then, you know, we won in 2016, and from then we kept going on. And what happened was COVID came, and that really planted us in Breadnut Hill, because with COVID we couldn't go anywhere. So we stayed here, and then the people found us. So that wasn't a good thing that came out of COVID. We was able to establish a base. Could you give it to the young lady in there?
How did you manage to maneuver your way through the whole COVID pandemic running a jerk chicken business?
Well, we use social media and word of mouth. As you see, we're on the highway here where the taximan them. So we use them. The chicken is here, it's here, plus social media. So our business is also registered, you know.
You entered the CB Pan Chicken competition in 2016. You won for your parish of St. Ann, and then you went to the grand finals, and you came in the top 3. What was the feeling like? I mean, how did you feel making it so far in the competition out of over 28 competitors?
Oh, that was something else. That was just, you know, that was just crazy. But it wasn't just me alone. I mean, I take credit now, because we have a team. You know, we have a team of people that works with us, you know. And everybody was instrumental in getting us where we need to go.
Would you encourage anyone to get into a jerk chicken business like what you're doing?
Yes and no. Yes, if you really love what you're doing. No, if you don't like it, if you're just doing it for a hustle, no. Because it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of patience. That's something you can't find a chicken. Sometimes the chicken them, you get a chicken them not good. Sometimes you can't get the seasoning them. We have to go through a lot of process behind the scenes.
And what keeps your customers coming back to you after 13 years?
Good food, good customer support. We make sure so people are happy when they leave here.
Wondering how to read your dog's food labels? Veterinarian Dr. Jaxson Heffes has your True Tip of the Week.
It's now time for your True Tip of the Week, brought to you by True Pet Food.
So for a start with reading the labels, so right here I have pretty much, I'm not sure if you can see all the way, the true breakdown. So pretty much it starts just by giving you what we call a base analysis. So that is your crude protein, as well as your crude fat, crude fiber, the maximum moisture that is available. So pretty much, let's start with moisture. So pretty much the moisture is, if you were to take a piece of that true dog food and put it in an incinerator and burn it, how the weight that's left after. So that's pretty much just moisture. So how much hydration they're gonna get from it. So maximum 10%. So remember, it's a percentage, so it's always gonna be 100%. Everything needs to add up to be. Your crude protein is gonna be that base protein level that's available. So your protein is what you need for your muscles, everything else, your amino acids. You need those fats to stabilize membranes, healthy coats, all those nice, lovely things that make them look nice and shiny. That is minimum amount that they have in there, because you don't want to also provide bad fats or too much, which can overload the system as well as cause the same as in humans, where you get the arteriosclerosis and other issues. That is at a minimum of 11%, and crude fiber is maximum, which is 4.5%. So same with humans, same with dogs, we need that same amount of fiber, well, variable amounts of fiber. Depending on the breed of the dog, you're gonna need some amount of fiber to pull things through. Some breeds, depending on their digestive, or some individual dogs are going to need some more fiber than others. It really depends on their nutritional needs. Because your puppy is growing, it's going to need way more nutrients than an adult dog. Your adult dog is going to be just needing to be kept at maintenance. So he's getting all the nutrients that the body that has fully grown needs to keep going. But the puppy is going to need a little bit more to keep them at that level, as well as to help them grow, because they're in a completely different physiological state. So our puppy food has 30% of protein, while the adult food would have 26%. And the crude fat is 20%, while the adult has 11%. As well as moisture, the moisture is pretty much the same for 10%, but the fiber has a little less fiber, because with puppies, their digestive tract isn't all the way developed yet. They're not going to need that fiber to really be pulling things through.
Hi, my name is Kiana Blake. This is my brother Carol. This is our dog Sprinkle. She's a picky eater, but she truly loves to eat true dog food.
The True Tip of the Week was brought to you by True Pet Food.
We flash back to 1989 for a hit song by a high school dropout. Details after this break.
There are lots of reasons to believe in a dog food brand. Great nutrition, great price, and your dogs love the taste. But what if it's also made for Caribbean dogs? No artificial colors or flavors, with an eye on the environment, so we only use paper bags. Then you will be just as happy as your dog, truly. It's true, we love dogs.
Make cleaning easier for you with Lanher.
DJ Little Lenny hit #1 with Healthy Body back in 1989 while still in high school. Let's get the backstory behind this track in our Philly Culture segment.
Philly Culture is powered by Ray White Overproof Rum. Philly Culture.
Oh, she take care of she body. She no stop buy food and feed her body. Yes, I want it.
In 1989, while I was getting ready to go to school, which you know is Kingston College, a friend of mine came to my house and he said, boy, I'm beg me $40. So I said, for what? And I said, boy, I won't call the young lady's name. He said to me, yo, boy, I'm get to know. I said to him, so I'm forget $40 from brother, because I mean $40 was more than my lunch money, you know. So same time now, I took one of my Kingston College hardcover book and started penning the song. And I said, yo, you really get brother? And I said, she a big see it? And when I go through the gate, I said, prank. Oh, the girl walking special. And he turned back and he laugh.
She have the healthy body. She, mighty bouncy with it. She have the healthy body.
Tony Kelly was the man who came and said that his friend was starting a record label, which was Patrick Roberts, you know, was a man at Chuck and Bright at the time. And I tell him, I'm not go, come and learn the music. And he convinced me, and I went. So it was recorded at Penthouse, and it was produced by Patrick Roberts on the Rude Boy label.
Man a rush a just fishy body, like the one with them call name Talpi, and the youth name Rude Boy Kelly.
The vibe in the studio when that song was being recorded wasn't a welcoming one, because nobody liked the song. Nobody liked it, you know. When I say nobody liked it, it never struck them as a hit song. So they went to Gemini Disco now. Cause back them time there, you used to cut your tune pan dub plate and carry it go test. You walk with your dub plate, go check the sound man. The man say, yo, bounce this and make me see the crowd's reaction. And them carry go Gemini and Glamour and introduce Man in the Mirror and he must say, do remember next week Friday down a Black Hands Lane, Stone Love and thing and when them push up the fader. Pram, oh the girl are walking special, pram. And it was pulled up 14 times in the dance.
If you buy good food and feed your body, nobody take your money, buy pay clothes with it.
The controversy started now when people started saying that the song was disrespecting females. You understand? And as I said before, no disrespect was intended to females. I love Admiral Bailey's song so much as I save up my lunch money and go buy Admiral Bailey album with the jump up and all of them songs there. Yeah, the song was say, give me a man, give me banana, oh, give me. See, and I say, wow. I say, boy, it might sound away, but if Admiral Bailey can make a healthy body, I think my song can rephrase and say, she have the healthy body. See? So I told the producer, I said, look here, me want to fix this right away, See? Because when the song bust, the man, I said, the bad never like tune, and the man right breathless come to me and I say, yo, you don't have no more tune. See? And I say, what you say? I say, I have a whole heap of tune, man, but I say, I have the part 2 for that one, See? And him say, yeah? And him say, you go book sometime. See? I book the time and I clap it. Boom, straight to number 1. You know, me are the big man now. Because me have the number 1 song in the dance hall and the number 1 song on the radio. Oh God, it opened every doors, man. Many doors and every door. It introduced me to the world.
Hurricane Beryl hit Jamaica recently, so we asked the people, how did you prepare and how were you affected? Check out their responses in our Why Pree Vox Pop segment.
Why Pree is brought to you in partnership with Campari. Campari, respect the bitter.
Did not prepare, just go and live my life normal.
Were you affected?
No.
Well, when I heard that the storm was coming, I know that storms normally take a 1 or a day and a half to pass through. So I just bought a couple more things like a loaf of bread, some tin items, and store up some water. So basically that, I just prepared for just the day and a half.
How were you affected?
Minimally, because where I was, we weren't affected much.
Well, I never really prepared, but just a little bit. I never get any damage. No great damage was done to me.
Well, I went shopping, I got tin stuff, flashlights, lamp, curtain aisle, all of those stuff.
How were you affected?
Well, I wasn't affected. I wasn't affected.
Well, to be honest, I had a short amount of time to prepare because it barely was like the Wednesday of the week. I'm start preparing maybe like the Thursday or the Friday the week before. So really, fortunately, I already had some grocery before, so it was just getting extra stuff like batteries, candles, just some drinkable water and that type of thing. So that was, I never really do much in terms of preparation because where I live is rented. So in terms of property security and all of them things, it was more so on the landlord, but I still do my personal preparation. So it wasn't as intensive as I would say. I'm never get to full of the car with gas, so. So main effect of that was that I wouldn't have any power and electricity. That was the main thing. So all the things that were in the fridge almost spoiled. So fortunately during the week, one of my brethren and me get back light. So I say, I showed him, carry the stuff there. And then the following day, I get back light. So that was really the main effect, not having electricity.
At the first time I ever try my best to prepare, never 100%, but I say 80%. Prepare and everything, they get my candle, get all of them good preparation there. You get me? But otherwise from that, it never really affect me in a sense, you get me? You know, living in Kingston, Kingston really get it as much as the country area, but otherwise from that, we're good.
So how were you affected by Beryl? Let us know on all our social media platforms at Pree Dis Show on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and of course, the comments section on YouTube. And tune in next week for more Why Pree.
Why Pree is brought to you in partnership with Campari. Campari, respect the bitter.
There's a new #1 song this week. What is it? Let's find out on our Magnum Top 10 chart. Magnum, take charge.
Don't say I'm a black man, check me out, me now. I love Hosanna, God, she call me the Godfather. Yeah, than a kite, tongue up on a soul, let me day a shopping all this time. Yo, Tutti Tella. So me play very hard, fiesta, fun. Zip it up there, zip it up there, zip it up there, zip pull up our 20 matic as far.
Them here 6 till 12. Big breeze hot like summer.
Sweet 620. Me buy a girl champagne recipe. Hot as his back. Big breeze, man in a them town. Yeah, the 6 free.
And me sell a coffee like Pilla Bunks Snyder. Shotty rum rap.
And just like that, we close the curtains on this week's episode of Pree Dis Show. But before I go, I have to big up Raven because she hold on the fort last week when me never debut. You see me I say, Raven, big up yourself. I'm your boy Naldo Addi and I'll see you guys next week.
Pree Dis was brought to you in partnership with Magnum Tonic Wine, Take Charge, Ray White Overproof Rum, Fui Culture, Campari, Respect the Bitter, JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen, Swiss Mambo Sauce, the Everything Sauce, Swiss Barbecue Jerk Sauce, and the True Pet Food, Simply Better Pet Food.